Hey there, Judah Vitale here, functional nutritionist and educator. You know, in today's day and age, we live such a fast-paced life. We have so much chronic stress on the daily, whether it be finances, whether it be deadlines for work, whether it be relationship issues, long commutes and traffic jams in our car, or even if it's just chronic physiological stressors like chronic infections, underlying infections, or leaky gut, or maybe even long-lasting trauma from our childhood or some other point in our life. And one of the things we don't realize is the effect that stress has on our digestion. And that's what I want to talk with you about today, is the connection between stress and digestion. And so, digestion really requires harmony between the autonomic nervous system and the endocrine system. And the autonomic nervous system has two wings to it. It's got the sympathetic wing of fight, flight, and freeze, and it's got the parasympathetic of rest, digest, and repair. And when we're in a hyper-focused state or we have chronic stress going on, we're stuck in that sympathetic side of our nervous system. And when the sympathetic nervous system is engaged, the way that affects digestion is that it actually decreases the secretion of digestive juices, it reduces gut motility, and it restricts blood flow to the GI tract. All of this affects our ability to properly digest our food. So we need to be in a parasympathetic dominant state to be able to properly digest. And when we are engaged in the parasympathetic, what that does is it actually increases digestive secretions, it enhances gut motility, and it improves blood flow to the GI tract. Okay? And so one of the key things about being in the parasympathetic is that this requires healthy vagal tone. So vagal tone being the status of the vagus nerve, because the vagus nerve actually innervates or parasympathetically innervates the stomach, the small intestine, and the proximal colon. So we need healthy messaging from the brain through the vagus nerve to the digestive organs to get increased, enhanced, improved digestion. And when we're in a state of chronic stress or stress in general or a hyper-focused sympathetic dominant state, we have reduced vagal tone sometimes, especially if the stress has been chronic and long-standing. Because what that can actually do is that can actually reduce vagal nerve tone, impair the vagus nerve's ability to send the proper messages to the GI tract. And what we begin to see is that can affect digestion overall. So the symptoms of this could be anything from hypochlorhydria or weak stomach acid reflux and heartburn, bloating, gas, belching, slow gut motility, so constipation. And a lot of times people start reaching for, whether it be nutritional supplements or herbs or even pharmaceuticals to improve let's not say improve, but let's say treat the symptoms, but they're not getting to the underlying cause. And one of the things that you can do before eating that is probably at the top of the list is to take a moment and breathe, get present, turn away from your computer, put the work away, and just take some 10, 20, 30 seconds, take a few breaths, calm down, engage the parasympathetic nervous system, and start enhancing your capacity for digestion. It's one of the first things that we can all do to improve our digestion in the face of stress and chronic stress. I hope this has been a benefit to you today, and I hope you have a nourishing day.